Hey guys, it's Dr. Cray Show. It's Wednesday, September 11th. I did not forget that because it is September 11th, which is crazy. My goal is to qualify for the CrossFit Games by the time that I'm 55. More importantly than that is to create content for my two boys, Ari and Betty, so that when they grow up, it's all gonna be here and they can see it. They can see me, they can see, what I used to look like as opposed to the older man that they see in front of them now. They can hear my thoughts, my ideas, where I just think that stuff's cool. I would love to have that about my parents. The week's been great. Just trying to think as I'm chatting with you here. I got really thrown off by the fact that I'd never really thought about the fact that it's September 11th today. I remember, like all of you, I'm sure, if you're old enough to have been alive and conscious, with a decent enough memory at that time, I'm sure you all remember where you were and what happened and how you felt. So, I mean, it's important. And with these things, the part that's always really frustrating, I had no plan on talking with this, is there's lots of lessons to learn from such an event and such a catastrophe. Important historical and political and philosophical lessons that unfortunately do not get discussed and will get washed away. And then again, when something like this happens, it'll be able to get pulled over our eyes instead of, and I'm not talking about any conspiracies, I'm talking about stuff that was wide open. It's important to learn the motivations, it's important to learn the belief systems, it's important to learn the agendas from everybody in every situation so you can understand and not repeat those mistakes. I wanted to talk to you about personal boundaries. I was just reflecting on this topic. I read a blog somebody posted on Facebook about personal boundaries. It was a great blog. But I know from my own experience, I remember when I was frustrated with certain areas of my life and I understood this concept of, providing barriers with how you interact with people and what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not willing to tolerate. What I noticed was that my lack of personal boundaries were a symptom of a deeper issue, which was low self-esteem. So if you're going through the frustration of creating personal boundaries like I did, you would set them and then they would dissolve and you'd kind of go back to the same person that you were, or you're finding it challenging and you have, all these situations in your life where you lack personal boundaries and no matter how hard you're trying, you can't seem to create them. My personal experience with that was my lack of or low self-esteem at that time. And when I started working on that, when I started creating higher self-esteem, these things seemingly changed overnight, all of them, throughout all the different aspects of my life, because the central theme, is a lack of self-esteem. Just wanted to put that out there, because there's lots of good information on boundaries. I've read a lot of great stuff in terms of good strategies. However, strategies, like I said, are scratching the surface. You need to make sure that the roots are all healthy and solid. Anyways, sorry it was a little bit of a rambler today. Just thoughts on my mind. Hope you're having a great week.
What's up, guys? We're back. We don't know how many more of these days we're gonna have left, so let's just capture the barbecue here with the meat, and the drinks are right there. Okay, here's my question for the week. Deda, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would that food be?
That's a hard question.
Steak.
I don't have one food that I would be preferring so much to eat to the end of my life.
If I had to guess, I would guess pasta for you. I know you like your pasta.
I like pasta, but it wouldn't be my food for the rest of my life.
Do you think it would be meat, or do you think it would be something else?
It would be most likely meat, pork of some kind.
How about this? Sausages.
Sausages will definitely compete for the very high place on the list.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
No idea who even plays.
Steak for me. Gotta love my steak. There you have it. Have a great day. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.